All right, guys, here we are again today, hoping for a victory against the National Taiwan University of Sport. We did have a victory after 3 straight draws that had me a little bit concerned, but I think we're back to winning ways. Should be able to win this match, but I think I said that 2 episodes ago, and we didn't. So let's see what we can do here today. We still have a 9-point lead over Taiwan Power Company, which is pretty secure. I mean, we're getting to the point of the season now where we have kind of the countdown going on. So I think we're going to be just fine. We have a heavily rotated squad here today, so I mean, we'll see what happens. The truth of the matter, and I hate to say this, but the Taiwanese players we have are not really that good. I'm finally discovering this here after, like 5 seasons of playing here. These players are not exactly going to be world stoppers, so maybe we shouldn't expect them to be so. Chen Yuting, a rare start over to Zhen Zhaoan. I'm sorry, Chen Yuting gets a lot of starts. It's Liu Yuting who's the one who, or Cai Yuting, one of them, who we're moving on. Oh Wei, the former Mars FC player who doesn't want to come back. Had the ball there for a second. But, the thing is, we're not like lacking for people who can play up front. What we're lacking for are people who can play better than Zhou Hongyi there. And we've given up a goal right away, but they're going to call that offside. And so they'll bring that one back. That's a little bit harsh of a call. I mean, he is offside. He's offside by like a yard. But that's kind of harsh. I mean, if they hadn't called that one, I wouldn't have complained, and we let them just get back behind the defense. So that's what was going to happen. Cai Yuting is on the pitch, by the way. I kind of forgot I put him on. This is what happens when you get everything set up for your next match, and then you go to bed and you wake up the next morning to do it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that I already did this. Oh yeah, I forgot that this guy's going to do this and that guy's going to do that and all this other stuff. So anyway, here we go. I was hoping that we were going to get some goals here from Wang Qinghua, and we've seen a whole bunch of nothing from him. So we're 36 minutes into this match. Nobody has scored anything. If anybody looks like they're going to score, it's them. And this has looked pretty poor so far, and I'm a little bit concerned. We're concerned here about morale of the squad. I did talk with squad leadership who told me in no uncertain terms that there are players who are not really feeling that happy, and that our most recent run of form may have something to do with unhappiness on the part of certain players. So we might want to be a little bit careful as we go about telling these guys that they're not playing very well. Yeah, we're not going to win if we don't shoot, which is correct. And we'll give these guys maybe a couple more minutes just to see if something happens. But this has been a whole bunch of nothing. And this is kind of surprising coming at this point in time in the save. I mean, part of me does believe that, good job by Ling Guanda to win this. And it's with shoot your way afterwards, and there's a foul. Part of me does believe that, it mostly was the good foreign players that we brought on that helped us win all these matches and all this stuff. But it's not fully true. If you go back and you watch the earlier episodes, you'll see that there were times in which we used a Taiwanese-only squad, and we've been able to do well with it. So there's something that's going on today that's a little bit unusual, and that was really, really bad from our keeper. And Wu Shengjie ends up jumping after a ball that he couldn't reach, and then there's nothing to help him out after that. And so it's 1-0 for National Taiwan University of Sport, and our struggles continue. I mean, that was really, really bad. He was out of position is what was going on, and then nobody was back to help. So it's a concern. The concern, as I've said before, is that we have nobody else to play in goal. And we have some problems up here in front. So it looks like we're going to see some fines being levied for players who are not playing well. We're going to have a full change up there in front because that was really bad. And I think, Hu Chiyuan is going to come out for Wang Xiangwei. And we'll see how this works. And now we're going to go over and we're going to yell something at these players. We're going to tell them that we want more, so we'll demand more from them and hope that something good happens maybe, sometime, somewhere, somehow. Cai Yuting wins that over to Huang Guanda, who passes forward for Cai Xiangwei, and it doesn't quite happen. Goes all the way back to Cai Yuting over to Ling Guanda. Ling Guanda is really harassed, and he ends up winning over to Wang Xiangwei over to Cai Xiangwei. And he scored, but is he onside? I think he's offside. Yep, he's called for offside. It was pretty clear here. I thought that he was offside. And you can see right there, he's offside by 2 yards. So that one was obvious. I think you could see that one from just about anywhere in the stands. And so this is a problem. This is a major problem, and that's not what we want to see happen. And we need to do better. We need to at least get an equalizer here. I would prefer if we could win this match. Let's try to win the match. If we don't win this match, I'm going to have some concerns. Now, it's going to be good for the channel. It'll be good for the videos. But we should be able to beat this team. I mean, we are a much, much better squad. We should be able to score. We should be able to get something going. Here's Wang Xiangwei throwing in over to Tsai Xiangwei, back to Wang Xiangwei, up to Huang Guanda. Huang Guanda over to Tsai Xiangwei, and he has scored, and I think that is the equalizer, and there's no flag up. It's been a little while since he scored. It's taken some time, but he has scored again, and I think we're going to be just fine here. A draw is all right. We want to get a victory, of course, and it might happen here now. Tsai Xiangwei with a big shot and the big goal. So that's what we wanted to see happen. Now let's see if we can get one more. All we need is one more, and then almost everything will be forgiven, although there are players who are going to receive, at the very least, a scolding, if not a fine, for poor play. Chen Yuehan over to Zhen Zhaoan. It's back to Zhou Hongyi, and Tsai Xiangwei doesn't move forward with this, and I really hate when that happens. Chen Yuting passes this over to Hu Yu, which is not what we want to see, but whatever. Hu Yu, he should have gone to his left instead of his right. Finds Wang Xiangwei all the way over on the other side of the pitch, and we don't have any consistency here in this attack. It's back to Tsai Xiangwei, who finds Ling Guanda, who looked like he didn't know what he was doing. He tries to take a shot, and he misses the goal completely. Ling Guanda is one of the reasons why I wanted to come all the way back to Taiwan, if you'll remember from the American Samoa days. Unfortunately, he really has not panned out to be the sort of player I thought he was. If he had stayed with us at Pansa East FC, I think he would. But here, he's just kind of closed off. Wang Xiangwei, I'm not sure who that was to. That was ill-advised and, again, problematic. And so we're still looking for a combination that works. Tsai Ting over to Ling Guanda, forward for Tsai Xiangwei, who's behind the defense. And he's going to score, and he does. And he makes it look easy. He just has a little nudge into the net, and it's 2-1 for Mars FC. And I think that this might be it, and I think that that might be the goal to put them away. So 2-1 for Mars FC, exactly what we wanted to see. I think we're doing all right here. I think that this is going to wind up being a victory, and you can dial this one up as one of those matches where it looked like it wasn't going to happen, and then it ended up happening in the end. 2-1 now for Mars FC. Ling Guanda over to Tsai Yuting. Tsai Yuting all the way back to Wu Shengjie. Wu Shengjie loops this one over looking for Tsai Xiangwei, doesn't quite find him. And here we have a problem with Ocher Wei going in to try to tie it, and he's done so, and so it ends up being a draw again. And that was really, really, really poor from our defense, and we should have been able to win this in midfield. And you can see right here, there's nobody even close to him. I'm not sure where our defenders are. I'm not sure what they think they're doing. It's ridiculous. You need to go back and play defense when they have the ball instead of standing there in the middle of the field. He's not offside. He's not even, I mean, guess he maybe is on the line. I guess that's what we were trying to do, but I mean, it's really not that close. And so it's frustrating, and what should have been a victory for us is going to wind up being a draw and might even be a defeat here. And we got lucky. We got really lucky that one was over the top, and let's see what we can do from here. Zhen Zhaoan trying to win it, and that is up and over the side. Tsai Xiangwei is off the pitch for whatever reason, and that's going to be the end of this match. They're going to knock this over to midfield. I don't think we'll be able to win this, and if we do, there's not going to be any time left. They do win this, and they win this in the back. And fortunately, Wu Shengjie is able to get the block. Zhou Hongyi is not going to be on the squad anymore. I mean, we're going to sell him at least. We need to do a complete rethink. I can't remember when the transfer window opens, but once it does, we're going to overhaul this squad. There are a number of players who just need to be let loose, especially in the back. There are some of these guys who are just not good enough, and that's all there is to it. And that's it. We end up holding on for a draw. Man, they had a 1.92 XG. We had 0.93. We dominated possession but did nothing with it. So fines are coming. I'll talk to you again later. Bye.